In this video, AOC will walk you through the steps required to create a high-quality composite tool using the infusion process. Infusion is a manufacturing process where resin is pulled into dry fiberglass under pressure differential. Like other tooling processes, infusion creates an excellent surface finish. In addition, the infusion process enables lighter, stronger tools with reduced VOC emissions. Before beginning the tool building process, it is critical to have a master model that is in good condition to ensure tools will have the surface finish needed to build quality parts. In addition to the master model, you will also need the following materials: resin formulation, glass reinforcement, 2 different colors of gel coat, catalyst, flow media, peel ply, plastic tubing, bagging material, putty, spray adhesive, tack tape for patching holes. Start preparing your master model by applying a complete mold release system to ensure the mold releases from the master cleanly after curing. Your master model needs to be designed with a minimum 8-inch flange for tubing and tack tape and should be strong enough to support the vacuum pressure. The next step in the process is to apply the gel coat to the master model. Remember to mask 2 inches around the perimeter before applying the gel coat. For the tack tape location, start by preparing the gel coat. Mix it with the catalyst according to the product specifications. Apply the first layer of gel coat. Spray with long, even, vertical and horizontal passes with 50% overlapping strokes, building the thickness with multiple passes. The total thickness of the wet gel coat should be 20 mils, which can be confirmed with a mil gauge. Inspect for full cure before applying the second gel coat layer. If you find uncured or wet areas, allow more time or remove and reapply the layer. Once the first layer is cured, you'll then apply a second layer of a different color gel coat, or alternatively, a barrier coat if extra protection is needed for the tool. Ensure the second layer is also applied at 20 mils thick. Using 2 layers with different colors allows for visually tracking wear on the tool, signaling when rework or polishing may be needed. Next, apply the tack tape around the perimeter of the master model. Then begin the glass loading process. Load the glass reinforcement onto the tool. Carefully position the glass according to your tool design. Use spray adhesive to keep the glass in place and tight to the surface, especially if multiple layers are needed for added strength. If required, core material like balsa or foam can be used to increase mold stiffness without adding excess weight. Next, put down the peel ply, followed by the flow media, covering the surface of the master model. The flow media ensures consistent wetting of the glass and an even cure. Then, locate the resin and vacuum feed lines. The format of these consumables will vary depending on the size and shape of the tool and infusion strategy setup. Next, set up the bagging system. Keep in mind that the bagging material should be 3 times the amount of material needed for the developed area of the final tool. This should be done by creating pleats to allow the vacuum to pull the material tight and conform to the master model's contour. Once everything is in place, perform a vacuum drop-down test to check for holes or leaks in the bagging. Use ultrasound equipment, vacuum gauge, or manual checks to detect leaks. Ensure the vacuum pressure is consistent, with no more than 1 inch of mercury per 5 minutes. Any gaps or holes should be sealed with tack tape to prevent vacuum loss. Next, let's start the infusion process. Begin by mixing the resin formulation with catalyst according to the product specifications and gel time needed. Once ready, open the infusion tubes to begin the formulation flow. As the infusion starts, monitor closely for any leaks and repair them as needed. Once the infusion has completely filled the tool, clamp the feed line and keep the vacuum flowing. Continue the vacuum until the laminate is cured and the peak temperature drops by 10 degrees Celsius. It is recommended to leave the mold to cure under vacuum overnight. Next, stop the vacuum and remove the consumables, revealing the completed backside of the tool. It should appear completely white, indicating the process was successful. The next step is to apply a frame to the backside of the tool. To reduce torsion during the demolding process, we recommend applying a steel square frame around the tool. Secure the frame at multiple points using adhesive and laminate for stability. Finally, it's time to demold the tool. Using wedges, work around the perimeter and pull the tool off the master model. With the tool now demolded and inspected, your composite tool is ready for use or additional processing. Thank you for watching this AOC training video on the infusion tooling process. For more details on AOC's different tooling systems and gel coats, as well as a detailed step-by-step guide on building tools, visit our website.